I think the communication has made life so much easier, especially if we're doing FaceTime and such like. And I'm grateful that it's given Jacqui a lot more confidence, all round better life. I always said to her that she deserved to have the best, and she should have the best. And she was always a bit reluctant to have the operation at the start and was frightened. I said, you should have the best, that's the best that's out there, you should have that. And that was really trying to convince her to have that.
And I'm glad we all support that I did actually go through with it.
And without that, you wouldn't have done the travelling. You wouldn't come to see me in your car because you wouldn't have the confidence to have done the travelling. No. So it's made our relationship work, really.
Yeah.
Because it would have been really difficult. Yeah. Because of our, well, we live 100 miles apart, it's not miles away. But you wouldn't have got in the car and doing that.
No, I wouldn't have travelled that way.
But also, it's also given you a wider perspective on you. You love now looking at the map where you've been, don't you? And you always ask me where's that? Where's Stafford? Where's that? And parts of the country that you've not been to, but now you realise that UK is quite small. You can get anywhere within an hour or two.
And I've got the confidence now to go out there and do it. Yeah.
I think the communication obviously is a lot easier. I think sometimes it just, you sort of answer, I don't want to answer questions for Jacqui. I want to answer to it, because like you said before, Jacqui she's an intelligent woman. And I think to people outside that don't know, would possibly think, oh, she's not, I'm answering for her.
Yeah,
it makes people look as if they're not very intelligent, and she is.
Yeah.
And before she had the implant, sometimes I used to have to answer for you or tell you what the people had said, because she missed it. And I don't have to do that as much now.
No, because I just couldn't communicate.
Which gives you the independence to communicate. It means you have, because I was answering for Jacqui through my own words, not Jacqui's words, which I don't think is very fair.
So now I talk more. Yeah.
We look forward to going places, enjoying time, having the fact that we can go and listen to music, go to concerts, freedom, open up the world.
Yeah, doing things what I really were reluctant to do before, travelling and meeting people, socialising. We do all of that now, whereas before I'm not really bothered.
We always seem to meet characters wherever we go. They seem to attract, for some reason, we're a magnet to some very, we met some right characters on our travels, haven't we?
We have met a lot of characters because we're more talkative now. And I can hear and I can laugh as well, because I could never hear the joke, I could never hear the banter, but now I can hear that. So yeah, that makes me a lot happier that I can join in.
I think it's just more adventures. That's what I look forward to.
Yeah.
Even with whatever we want to do or wherever we want to go.
Yep. As long as I've got my ears in, where's my oyster, to say.
I mean, I like the fact that you can listen to your grandchildren talk and you'll be able to hear baby Sol's first words now.
Yeah.
Because it won't be long before he's talking. And you'll be able to hear him say, na, 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 and you wouldn't have been able to do that before.
Yeah, I could hear the grandchildren. But I could always also take it out as well when I've had enough. That's that.
Oh.
I haven't done it, she's done it. She's a very brave lady. I don't know if you're still feeling.
She's been through a lot.
I mean, maybe you should, maybe I should say that actually. That Jacqui, I think you can still film it. Jacqui is an inspiration. She's a very brave lady. She's
very brave.
A lot gone on in her life. So Jacqui's always, I think, since she was born, had a lot of adversity, and she's always come over it with a laugh.
Tough.
And I don't know, and at the moment we've got a foster baby that was put in which we've never expected, and obviously the hearing loss as well. So I think, whenever I think I've had it tough or something's not going right, I can look at Jacqui and I think nothing I've ever faced. Yeah, it doesn't faze her. You might moan about it for a bit, but it doesn't really faze you, and you get over it really quickly.
Yeah, positive.
And you've never let it get you down.
Then they could cry. We've been crying all this holiday. We could be on TV, we could be on morning TV next.